amazing play. No, he is on point, running great routes the whole game, and then when you need the contested catches, he's like, okay, I'll also go be Moss.
It was actually amazing to watch. Look, no fan in that stadium left disappointing in either team at the end of the day, and you don't get that a lot of times on Saturdays. Georgia fans felt great by the way their team battled and come back. Alabama fans.
Not just about the W. That matters. The question was who walks away with more confidence. Yes. And I really do think Jordan has a good argument that you can almost never say this in a game. But in this game, you can make an argument that because the way.
No, he had to put a lot on his shoulders, but Bobo did a good job of scheming guys open the later that game went on because everybody in the building knew they were throwing the football, but they were still able to hit big plays downfield because of how Bobo started to dial those plays up.
Sorry for Auburn that you get them the week after they lost.
We'll talk about that game later. Go ahead, Paul.
Everything I heard here is 100% correct except one thing, and Roman alluded to it. Georgia lost a game, and that may not mean as much as it used to, but it still means
free. I needed to be aggressive early, and that aggression would actually let me calm down, like get into the rhythm of a game, and then I could play more free.
Part of that you mentioned, I think, is using Brady Cook's legs. They've struggled in the red zone, and one thing Jay Bates
trying to rebuild this program, and they're on a 4-game winning streak.
Yeah. Laura, I can't help but think about the last time we were here. It was 54 weeks ago, and there were so many questions about the future. Those are all gone now, and there's such alignment here. You have a new coach in Mike Elko, a new AD in Trev Alberts.
A&M fans, that's something that they really wanted to see. You know, Mike Elko comes in. He has Tommy Moffitt come in as the strength and conditioning coach. He's trying to remake the way that these players would function, the way that they would be prepared for the SEC, the gauntlet that is this conference, and that takes time. That's a process. We're going to go on a special walk here. This is something I've always wanted to do. We have mascot Corporal Josh Bruton joining us here with Miss Rev. As I said, the queen of College Station. She's absolutely gorgeous, Josh. You're going to be with her all day. What should we know about her schedule today?
It's a little packed. You know, we're up here early in the morning, and you know, get to run out on the field right before kickoff.
You keep her well hydrated?
Absolutely, yes, ma'am.
What snacks does she eat?
She loves some milk bones. She's a big milk bone fan.
Okay, so do I. Which I'm just kidding. I've never tried them. How does it go when all the fans want to get to her? I so badly want to pet her right now, and I'm sure everybody. Can I pet her?
Yes, ma'am. Go for it.
Hi, Miss Rev. She's like unfazed. I love it. So enjoy your day. You have the queen here, and you're escorting her beautifully. Thank you so much for being here. And Miss Rev, you're such a good girl. Oh, she sat. Did I do that? She's amazing. And of course, this game will be broadcast on ABC at 3:30 Eastern. We welcome in the voice who will be calling the game, Chris Fowler, and the face. I shouldn't just call you a voice. You have called 3 of the last 4 Red River rivalries. Game day was here 5 times. You know this well. How would you describe it?
It's an experience. It's not a game. These folks know. The first time I came here, game day was set up right around here, and I couldn't believe what I was seeing because before you even get to the stadium, you've got all this. You got all the fried food that they piled on the set, and you got just Oklahoma people, then the Texas people. Venables used it this week. I didn't hear Sark saying that. So there's a little bit of a subtle difference between how I think the fan bases view it, but I think in a year like this, interceptions, and it's not good enough for the win because Caleb Williams arrived and took over, and you knew you were seeing something special. You didn't know if he was going to win a Heisman Trophy at another school at that point, of course, but you knew you were seeing someone to have that it factor.
I love it. Thank you so much for spending time with us here before the game call. You'll see Chris, of course, in just a few hours. We're going to hang out on the Nation Bus. So great. And as we've said today, the history books are written in rivalry games like this. What sticks out to you, Paul, so much about this history?
Well, I just think about being a young kid, being obsessed with college football, and there was one college football game on a week. Very well be the best for a couple of reasons. I mean,
tell him, Paul.
Whatever I've made in my life is.
He's no longer on the Iron Bowl. He's all Red River now. I'm glad that we could make that statement here today. We'll check back in with you next week and see if you've changed up a little bit.
At the Iron Bowl,